Welcome back to Gear for the Common Game. Today, we have another mail day from Zach. Thank you, Zach, so much. This is from the weight of this box and the weight of this envelope. This may be a long video, so we're gonna go through and see exactly what Zach sent me. Anything right there? I think I can cut right there. Didn't know this one was coming till it. Oh, okay. This is Basic Lands. What it looks like. I go through a ton of Basic Lands because I build a ton of decks. That does appear to all be Basic Lands. I'm going to sort that out at a later time. That way, y'all are not watching me just sort lands. But I do appreciate it though, because my land boxes with each, even especially the monocolor decks. The monocolor decks use way more of the basic lands, just simply because of the need. There is no need for dual lands or things like that, so it's always good to get lands in there. Trying to be as careful as I can. I don't want to damage anything that is in here. Alright. We have a bunch of cards. A bunch. So we are going to go through these. Wow, that is a bunch. I have, tell you what, to try to make this a little more organized, we're going to do it this way, per set, like. All right. Ooh, divider, love those. First, we probably need to set this zoom here to where it doesn't keep bouncing with y'all. This is probably where I'm going to be holding them. So, okay. Some squirrel action from MH2. I love squirrels. Y'all know that. Foundry helixes. I have used this. I have used Graceful Breathless Night is good. Captured Legax. Terminal Agony is also not bad. Prophetic Titan. I don't know that I've seen that one. Delirium. When it enters the battlefield, choose one if there are 4 more card types. Choose both instead. 4 damage and then Impulse. Sweet. I like that. Channeler. Ploy. Then we have Ixalan. Some dinosaur merfolk action. Oh, for those. And then Dominaria. Bailoff Gorger. Oop. Got that 19 in with Dominaria, didn't I? Colossal Majesty is a card that, if you haven't thought about it, now I know there's no shortage of ways to draw cards in green, but I mean, it's every turn you're drawing a card. Naturalize, I go through a ton of them too. I know Return to Nature was supposed to take the place of it, but instead, every mono green deck needs that. Blanchwood. Land of Wars. Then we got one of the Ravnica sets, Guilds of Ravnica. Throne. Try to get this as organized as possible, so Grappling Sundew. Once again, Zach, I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Gaea's Blessing's a good one. All of the decks that y'all see in videos, it consumes so many cards. I think we want Rivals right below the other Ixalan. And cards you don't think about, like Lv5 for Gas Blessing or stuff, just gets increasingly more difficult because I use them so much. So I tend to go through those. There's war. You wouldn't think that those would be the hard ones to get, but if I go on TCG Player somewhere and I buy 10 copies of a card, I mean, how long's that lasting? Right? And so you're like, well, I'll buy 100 copies, or, do what I did with Evolving Wilds. So it's I love that Spy Bug. Flying Maness. And it looks cool. Discovery and Dispersal. Ghost Form, No Escape, Turret, Commander Legends. If there were more adventure spells that existed, I would think about building an EDH deck around the adventure mechanic, but so far there's not. And I don't know if that's there were so many power level problems with Throne. I don't know if they ever plan on revisiting anything from it, because there was just so many things there. There was companions, there was adventures, there was just the power level of the cards in general. We'll do that one right below it. So going back to Eldraine, if we ever go back to Eldraine, it may be quite a bit different than what we saw the first time. If we ever, in fact, High Alert. High Alert is nice. I've used that in many decks. Ghastly Demise has always been good. Elves, you know how I am about elves. I love them. Strixhaven, 21. Let's do this. Put 21 up here by the core sets. A little bit of Forgotten Realms action. Oh, and those are so close. Are they not? Those are very, very close in their set symbols. So I have been known to mix them up. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Beholder. He just looks menacing, you know. Precipitous Drop. Dungeon Crawler. There was just barely enough in A.F.R. to do a Ancient Craving, nice. I put all commander decks in one pile together because they're in one box together. But there was just barely enough with the commander cards to do a full deck of. There is Call Time. Do a Zendikar Rising. Oh, why do we have two? Zendikar Rising is going to go up there. For the. Okay, so we got a full tray. Oh. Once again, thank you very much, Zach. Oh, I'm putting stuff in the wrong spot there. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. I think we have a paw for that. Do we? Nope, not yet. Desk reader, those are. Put that stack over to the side there because we don't have enough slots. It's a good problem to have. Murder. Y'all know I use that. It seems like mono black decks is where I tend to use that card the most. I know there's no shortage of ways for black to get rid of a creature, but just 3 words, you know. Destroy target creature. There's no hoops to jump through. Kazmina. 20. What do we do with 20? I don't think we have a spot for 20 yet. Looks like we might need a spot for 20. So, Nixilis. I even use the Guild Glove at times. Predator. Thought Erasers. Spy Bug. It's a shame the Spy Bug doesn't fit into the insect colors of the commander that they printed for it. But I guess that's just the good and the bad of having such a long running game, that there's almost enough in anything you would ever want to do. That is an original Ravnica Shambling Shell. That's pretty sweet. Oh, it's even cooler. It's the list. Origins, Dragons, Cons, Lorehold. Boros finally got good with Lorehold, didn't it? Love some Growth Spiral. It's a beautiful card. Thrilling Discovery is really good too. We'll use that. Borrowing. And those are the ones I don't have a pocket for. We got War. Or War of the Spark. War of the Spark Box. Which we may have to. There's Davriel. It's really cool in the story. Makeshift Battalion I have used. No Escape. Soren's Thirst. And we got a box here. We got had to maybe I can figure out a way to get into it. Oh, nope. Hold on one second. I have somewhere thought I had a little razor cutter here, but as it turns out, it has been liberated. In here. Okay. Let's get this off camera. I don't want y'all to see me unsafely doing this, because that is exactly what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, doke. This is. Ooh, that is non-English. I lost Strixhaven. Beautiful stuff. Oh, 20. I think this thing, Angel of Vitality, that is, you know what? I think I will. I don't think Ixalan. So we'll move that down, that over. That way we've got 19, 20, 21. I know I've already missed. Go ahead and put that up in the box there. Ooh, Return to Nature. My go-to favorite spot removal spell. And we're at that point where we're going to have a stack of war there. Wedding Invitation, not bad. Oh, that's not where that goes either, is it? It appears there is enough of this to... Well, I'm going to need a second tray here, aren't I? A little Crimson Vow action. Yeah, that's Vow. A Braid, I'm telling you. It's really kind of good. I kind of like that alternate frame that the vampires got. Not a huge werewolf fan. I'm a little more of a fan of the vampires. But the problem is, I don't like those flippy cards, you know. I don't like double-sided cards. Because you got to take it out of the sleeve, and then if you forget after the game's over, the next game you end up drawing a card. Anyway. But it seems like it's more prevalent in werewolves than it is in... that is Midnight Hunt. In vampires, you know. Join the dance. That's not bad. 2 mana for 2 dudes? That's not bad at all. First couple times I saw this, I thought that the pumpkin was the head. Because you just, at a glance, you know. It's like, wow. Pumpkin head. Other zombies. This is one that doesn't get thought of enough. Ixalan. We don't have a pocket for Ixalan, so we're gonna... Oh, that is beautiful. Thank you, Zach. Some foil lands. Y'all know all about that. So these lands I haven't been putting in the land box, I don't think. I've been using them as the situation arises. Anytime there's like a special land like that, I would prefer to use lands from that actual set. It's not always feasible at the rate that I build decks and how many legends that they're putting into every single set. That would be, like I said, I go through a ton of lands. And this is it for the clear box that was inside there. Like I said, we're encroaching on 20 minutes now, and I know I'm just sorting comments for you folks watching. I figure probably most people done clicked off by now, but I do appreciate it, Zach. Thank you very much. They will definitely go to a good home. Wedding Invitation. About to have to get a cleanup on Crimson Vow, too. I'm about out of room there. Oh, hey, we have Neon Dynasty. Wow. We'll put Neon Dynasty right there. There's a big focus on enchantment creatures this go around in Neon Dynasty, wasn't it? I mean, the modified, you saw that coming. As soon as we saw modify, we knew that there would be a whole lot of, you know, auras, equipment, and +1 counters, but didn't really see the enchantment creature thing coming. That's a cool elemental token. It's that box, and we got. Oh, there's a deck box in here. It says rares. You know what? We're going to save that till last. I know. That's what us crazy YouTubers have to do to get our viewing algorithm up, I guess. Watch time. Pledge of Unity's Flux Chandler. Crazy good. Of course, y'all probably already know that one. Teo's not bad. I think that's the cheapest price you can pay for giving yourself hexproof. Yeah, I mean, it's removable, sure, but isn't everything? No escape. Oh, there's another box in there. Llanowar, or Abomination of a Llanowar. This is a sick commander. Vigilance, Menace, and it doesn't matter. It counts elves, alive or dead. Does not care. It's really, really powerful. Simone. Fuchsia. There's Valor. Squirrel. I do like that Strixhaven focused a lot on the enemy color pairs, because that throughout history, enemy color pairs have gotten less and less love than friendly color, just because of the sheer nature there's been more printed. So I like that we finally got a lot of that. Chronicler, Bounding Crassus. Grab another handful here. Banehound. 1 mana, 1/1, lifelink, haste. 20 years ago, I'd have told y'all that had been rare. Well, if they do something that powerful, it's going to be rare. And now, that's what a common looks like. Storm the City, that's not bad. Of course, I do know. I recognize the fact that I use more different cards than most people. I don't want every deck to be the same deck. I feel like I try to do something different, but that I use too many light cards anyway. So anything I can use, like when a new set comes out, I try to feature the commons and uncommons out of that set. Even if it's 1 more mana than something that currently exists, just to shine light on new and different cards. And it's always helpful in gameplay because, you know, your opponent has no clue what you're going to bring out. Because I tend to be a little random. A Moral Grazer. Boy, that saw some time in the sun, didn't it? Still does. Aid the fallen. We're gonna get another war stack here to make a really big stack of war over there. Unlikely aid. It's a beautiful art. Gideon on the top of rack. Oh yeah. Here again, Death Touch, Life Link, 2/3, tap for mana of any color for 3 mana. What? I mean, really good. I love that rate. I'll take that rate all the time if they're willing to give it. Of course, I think they are. Kiora. Jaya Ballard. Oh, I thought that said smash there for a second. I was like, well, how have I missed that one? Sunder Shaman. I like that. War the Spark was such a good set. I mean, there is a gap there. There's a lot of cards that a lot of people don't play. I play with a lot. Probably more than I should. But it was the very first, you know, Planeswalker centered set, so Squad Captain with a 1/1 counter for each other creature you control. It counts your creatures, but it counts them permanently, so it gets those counters when it comes in. So if the rest of your little tokens die off, it still keeps those counters, it still keeps its size, which is more than most cards like that do. They will typically go up or down with your creature count. Manifold Key. This is sweet. Beautiful card. Negate. Oh, man, I use so many negates. I do. Murder Shock. Goblin Ringleader. There was a time when that was way used. Tomebound Lich. Well, like I said, Death Touch, Lifelink. Whenever it enters the battlefield or deals damage, draw then discard. Perfect for those self-discard decks. Very Miscreant. Y'all remember when Flying Man was just too busted? Yeah. Of course, back then, it was a pretty wild swing in the early days of Magic. It was either way too overcosted or way too undercosted. They didn't really hit the middle ground hardly ever. Plummet. I use me some Plummet. I use me some Plummet a lot. Sanitarium Skeleton quite a bit because, I mean, your sacrifice decks, your things dying decks, a lot of decks want that creature that comes back. Oh, I gotta make me a new stack for 20. Alright, we got some stuff in the bottom here. That one got a little creased. Vor's Claw, 6 mana, 7/7 for when you just got a 7/7. Overcome. I've used Piranha. Now we have another one of these boxes. So we will very carefully open it up, not revealing how I did it. Captain, anticipate. If you control 4 or more creatures. It's an elemental though, not an elf. So, speaking of elf, I love these sorting trays. I really do. It makes life so much easier. Octo Profit. Does that draw a card instead of gain 3 life? I might be more about it. Of course, if every card said draw a card, I'd be more about it. Wouldn't we all? Crush Descent. Tithe Bearer. Arbor Grazer again. Mowu! That's a good boy. War of the Spock. Then the next part of this is me taking this and working it into the binders. That's I think that's too boring. I don't think anybody cares to see that because it's literally, I don't know that I could find enough to talk about to narrate that entire process. Because most of the time, I'll be honest with you, when I'm sorting cards, probably kind of like some of y'all, I'll have music going or YouTube. That's how I catch up on all my subscriptions, you know, because I subscribe to gosh, it seems like there's more content, more magic content that is put out than I can consume, just because of I don't have that drive to work anymore. I don't, and any time that I'm in here, most of the time I'm a recording or something like that. I spend a lot of time listing decks. A lot of time listing decks over on Architect. So that's the thing. Takes up a little time because that's my I have to build the deck, which however long that takes is however long it takes. Who knows? It varies from deck to deck. And then once I get that's light printed, once I get the deck built, I have to go to my spreadsheet and mark that I have it built. Go to Architect. Some more war. Go to Architect, list the deck, and that's generally where I find out, oh, Brian, you put in 2 copies of the same card. It had different arts because I built the deck over a period of time, and that's a thing that happens. And then I have to be like, okay, what am I putting in place of this second copy of Mindstone or whatever? Yeah. That happens way more than you think. You longtime viewers, y'all remember back when I didn't list, and that was a problem that some of the older videos have, is that I would run across a card and go, or it'd be different art or something, and I wouldn't notice, and y'all would point it out to me. So, listing the deck, making the deck list does take a little time, but it's worth it because, it double checks me. Architects is by far my favorite deck listing site that I have ever seen, ever personally used. For my purpose, I don't know if it's, because the only thing I have listed, of course, is commander decks. We have 600 something of the 800 something on there. Hey, that brings us to our rare box. Let's see if we can get this tape off. Oh, I was going to take this cool little sticker with it. Okay. That's a really good Ultra Pro deck box there. See, Ultra Pro? Ooh, Neon Dynasty. Heartless Raptor. Telling you, War the Spark was a good one. Was War the Spark the beginning of the premium era? No, I think that was the 2 round because that's before it. Because they had the special box that you could get. The Tempting Witch. There was so many references in Eldraine that not a lot of people got. There's a lot of those references I needed help getting. I was looking for one of these yesterday. Yesterday to finish a deck. Shanna is. Ooh, Satyr Enchanter. This is a very, very used card now. This is actually as expensive as some of the rares from M19, just because of all of the new enchantment synergies that they printed. Thank you, Zach. I don't exactly know. See, I make the videos and then I name them, so I don't know what the does the name fit. Does the name fit the video? I haven't. I see Manipulator. Old school card. Kind of Disciple. Ooh, Neon Dynasty. Some of the art is really, really appealing to me, and some of it is... I do like the fantasy aspect of my fantasy game. I realize that's not always for everyone, and my take on Neon Dynasty is, as long as this is not the new normal, and it's just a one-shot deal, I'm cool with it. Ooh. This is the stack of rares. Runo Stromkirk. Man, that's a card. Nykthos Paragon. Whenever you gain life, you may put that many +1 counters on each creature. Now, granted, you only do it once each turn, but... and it's 6 mana, 4/6 body, so... I like it. I like it a lot. Cleansing Nova. Ooh, 3 Cleansing. What? Oh my gosh, those are beautiful. Those are beautiful. Thank you, sir. There's that cool Evolving Wilds. I like those. All of my Stranger Things decks that require Evolving Wilds are going to use that Evolving Wilds. Shivan Dragon. Nice. Court of Ire. Ignite the Future, Chain Reaction, Share the Spoils. Is Upheaval banned? He said it's banned. Thoughts. Seems like I've played against this card. Of course, I have been playing Commander for a long time, just years. probably 15 years or so. 6 mana just starts the game over. It really does. There's no progress. I think this is, if it is still banned, I don't. Am I confusing this with another blue card, powerful blue card? I might be. I can see the feel bads here, though. I really, really can. Territorial Kavu, Radiant Scroll. Instant and sorcery spells you control have life link. That means your Lightning Helix is amazing. Lightning Bolt is a Lightning Helix then. It makes Shock kind of somewhat playable. I mean, it's really good. Ageless Entity. Court of Bounty. What? STP. Plowshares. You don't know I use those. Essence Pulse. Cleaving Reaper. Oh, those are Scourge of Fleets. Yanti Malazon. Ooh. That's a beautiful Kiora. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the next card. Beautiful Huatley. Kiora, Tybalt, Obnix, Dovin, Jaya, Vraska, Nahiri, Sahili. Edgar! Edgar's in the house. The Wanderer, Kasmina, Jingyangu, Tio, Doomblade. What? That's a Bantu. Wow. Thank you, Zach. That's wow. Brea's Apprentice, Bloodbraid Marauder, Bristling Hydra, Winged Boots, Sphinx of Uthlon, Prognostic, and that is that. I have got a lot of pre-sorting done. Like I said, very much thank you, Zach. I do appreciate it greatly, and I have the rest of my day filled now to sort these into the appropriate binders, boxes, what have you. But thank you so much, and thank you all for watching, especially if you're still watching. 42 minutes in. I was told the card sorting videos were a thing that I had not kept up with, that people would like to see again. So here's one. But thank y'all so much, and we will see y'all next time.